Hey, how's it going, everybody? Um, been just preparing myself right now 'cause I had a very big breakthrough at 8:28 this morning. Wait, no, it's 8:20 or 7:20? 7:28 this morning. I had the breakthrough that I needed. I found the why that makes me cry. Like when I was younger, I was going through something really hard for myself. Some that a lot of people have experienced and gone through, and unfortunately, they weren't able to see the way out. They weren't able to see the consequences of their actions. I was trying to collect myself because it's really shit. Straight up, I can break down and cry right now. Like just each time it's been hitting me, it's just been in like just I'll start thinking about it, certain things that relate, and it's beautiful because for me to understand this, it gives me more clarity upon what I want to do in the world. Like the story goes, I was here. Let me just give like a little basic layout to kind of set me up for it. First girlfriend I ever had, met her in about like seventh, eighth grade. I thought for the fact that she came up and introduced herself to me and that she wanted to go out with me, I thought it was badass. I liked that. Because I don't know what it is. There's something that I've always liked about that. I've always been really timid, really shy, not really, boom, push myself and get myself out there. And hey, this is helping me break out, like right now, just telling this story. So let's hear it. Like, met her, went out with her for about like a week or 3 weeks. Freaking kept in contact with her because shortly after she ended up moving to Denver, Colorado. And this, I believe, it was I want to say the eighth grade, but it might have been the seventh. I'm not 100% on the grade. She'll know. But moved to Colorado, came back down to San Diego, and ran across her at work one day. Like I was sitting working at Cold Stone. Uh, Loved that place. It was a very fun job. I just didn't like singing those tip songs. But she came in. I noticed her coming in before she even walked up. There's a big glass window there, and I was like, "Damn, man, look at her. She's fine." Yeah. Well, I didn't recognize her, but she came into the store, spotted me off the bat. Ryan Deloach. I was like, I understand how you know my first name because the name tag. But how the hell do you know my last name? Found out who she was. Surprised the hell out of me. Like, cause for a good portion of my life, I've always believed everything happens for a reason. So, and it led up to this point in my life. Even though the relevance seems so small and so like minute. Like, got back with her. Like I said, I was only with her for like 2, 3 weeks. Kept in contact with her after she went up to Colorado. Maybe like a month or so. I'm not sure exactly how long. I do remember where I was staying at, like 3330 Citrus or somewhere out in North Park, San Diego. So kept in contact with her with so long, lost contact, didn't see her again for like another freaking 6, 7 years. 6, 7 years. Like I know I'm supposed to be making a 5 minute video, but I need to get this story out. So like about 6, 7 years it takes to get up to this point. And meet her, going back out with her, really cool. Like we essentially stayed together for about like 6 months, but like just like, cause I was like, I'm a little love-struck fool kind of, so I've learned not to be like that anymore. But just like how I related it from knowing her from high school to randomly like I just thought it was like kind of like meant to be kind of thing for myself. So I kind of like ate fed on that a little too much or whatnot. And okay, breakup. The lead up to the breakup, it wasn't very good. There's a lot of things that I was trying to figure out. Like I really wanted to try and figure out why we breaking up. Like what can I do? Couldn't figure out anything, and I was just lost, completely lost at what to do. And I just allowed it to eat at me because she was gonna do whatever she wanted, whatnot, and yeah. So I was with her when I turned 20, I believe, and she turned 20 shortly after, I think. So, anyways, breakup goes on, and I let it eat at me for a very, very long time. Even after the the why that made me cry. Even after the why that made me cry, like I didn't recognize what that was for. So, like I said, I broke up with her, and that feeling was just eating at me. It continuously ate at me. Even after what happened occurred, the thought that went through my mind, like even after the thought caused the incident that made me literally scared the damn near shit out of me. It terrified the. It's YouTube. I'm not sure if people are gonna get offended, but it scared the living fuck out of me. Like straight up. The thoughts that I was thinking, I was I was out. Fuck. Before it was just the thought of committing suicide, and it remained a thought, just a thought, like kind of like a word written down on a piece of paper. It was just, it was there. It would pop in and out every now and then, depending on the mood that I was, you know, shit that I was going, how I was feeling that day. Like, if anything, whatever could trigger the emotion or whatnot. And it turned from a thought into something that I'd actually start. As I start visualizing it, like there'll be times like I just it'll pop into my head, and it's like before it just was a thought, but it started. It slowly the greater the pain got, the more vivid the visualizations got. Like I just imagined it was popping in my mind, and it hurt so bad. Like just what I was putting myself through. Like I was putting myself through it. Like I recognize and I know this now. Like I was literally putting myself through this, and I'm honestly pissed off at myself that I did it. But at the same time, I'm glad that I'm here today. I'm glad that I'm speaking. I'm glad that I'm not being selfish and I'm actually sharing like just a story of my life that I was able to make it through. Scared the fuck out of me. Like I was sitting in the shed one day. So Michael, you're gonna yeah, you would have been pissed off if I did this shit in your shed, man. After you left, man, you would have been pissed off, broken, everything that you could possibly think of, and hey, I'm here, man. We were talking earlier this morning, so shit, you you'll understand another piece about me that I was hiding. So I was in his shed one day, and because I was staying in his shed, I was 20 some years old after the breakup. Wait, no, it was, no, 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 no. Sorry. No, I'm just thinking about because I was in the shed at a time when I was with her, but I was going through something else that I was able to get over. I'll get to that story another time. But what I was going through happened. It could have been in your house, David. That these it could have been. Like I'm not sure exactly now. I just the main thing that I remember is the visualization. What I remember is like I actually was in my head with these visualizations. I was imagining the shit. I was imagining myself taking my life, and the shit that like really did it for me, that scared the fuck out of me, and then like made me realize and brought me to my senses. I kept on thinking about the thought of suicide, thought of suicide, thought of suicide, just the thought of the instant death, nothing else, just death. And I don't know what allowed me to do it, but besides something that wanted me to sit here and speak this message here now today, is I saw myself from like an out of body perspective in the grave, inside a fucking casket, buried, being buried with my parents, my friends, my family standing around. I saw that. I saw that. And then I thought, in comparison, about the pain that I was going through and the pain that I would be causing all of my friends and family and everyone who didn't know. But when they found out, they said, "What the flying fuck is going on here? That shit's not supposed to happen." I saw the pain that I caused everyone around me, and that pain was greater than the pain that I was going through. I went through that. I survived. I'm thankful that I was able to recognize this today. I was responding in a message to somebody I know, and it triggered the thoughts because I was kind of like relating something that the person possibly could be going through that referred to a broken heart, that I could like be like, yo, straight up, the pain that you're going through is really this small, and honestly, it isn't even can't even be weighed out except by the actions taken upon me. Like all it was an idea in my head, something that I let eat at me, and about 15 minutes now. I realized that it's not worth it. One, to, isn't it like a saying or something that you go to hell if you commit suicide? You know, you won't be able to see the best things in life that could be offered or whatnot. I wanted to see those things ever since I was young. That could be one of the reasons why that happened. Is like me get to a point for me to recognize just what it is that I have around me, take advantage of it, and go for it. Like, I'm gonna go ahead and upload, link the message that I have with my friend. Like, if the name is in there, I'm going to, get rid of the name and all that, so that way the person will remain anonymous. And it specifies the time that I start to break down and like the time that the message even got started responding to. It was a 3 hour process. Check it out. Like, I'll even put in the start time and the end time of the Facebook message, and it's like, what the hell? Like, 3 hours, freaking just giving my mind, spent my thought. But the thing that allowed me to break through onto this was at the very beginning of the message, I stated, okay, I can't, I'll, I'll quote it later or something, or just I'm not gonna go get it right now. But the thing is, I had a I'll get back to that. I'll get back on that with a response video, so that way, so that way I can be clear on that, so I make sure. But that is my reason why. That is the reason that made me cry. Like I said, I'll go read that message to see, you know, what's going on, what I need to get out of that in order to make a response to this video. But hey, just click on the link, get in, and find out what it is that makes you passionate. Find your why that makes you cry. Do it. Because when you find that why that makes you cry, you'll build up so much like whatever it is that you want to do. If you find your why, what you're going to do, your reason for going after whatever it is, like even if it's just going after being the best football player ever lived, the best quarterback, running back, whatever it is, baseball player, whatever, Joe DiMaggio. it's it's there. Oh, let me just end this video now and just click the link and just check out the message. I'll catch y'all later. Peace, love, respect. And before I go, one last thing. Hey, mom, dad, everyone, I love you very much. I know I'm kind of hitting y'all with a brick for everybody who checks this out because this is the first it's been shared. There's only very few people who know about this, so hey, everybody got their life story that they've gone through and made it out of, no matter how big or small some people may think it is. You can do it. Believe in yourself. Get rid of those negative damn thoughts that are sitting there eating away at your mind. Don't let that negativity eat at you. Okay, that's what I've learned. I've learned to get rid of that negativity, but I'm cutting this short now. So get rid of the negativity. Click the link. Peace, love, respect. Laters.